Hello everyone, my name is Kyle Akerman, and today I'm going to show you how to create a goal within Google Analytics. Goals are important because you want to be able to measure success on your website. So we're going to start with one of the most common ones today, creating a destination goal. So go into your GA report, and then you're going to want to go down here to your admin section. And then all the way over in this right column, you should see a thing that says goals. So we're going to click on that. Click on new goal. And I usually skip this whole section. Google's trying to be helpful, but I just find it more confusing. So you scroll down a little to custom. So we're going to click custom and then continue. Now we're going to give your goal a name, make it something descriptive, so when you see it listed in your reports, you'll know what it means. So for today, let's just set up a newsletter sign-up goal. So that means that somebody signed up for our newsletter. So I'll just call it, we'll just call it newsletter sign-up. We know what that is. And then, like I said before, we're going to do a destination goal. And that means that someone, we're counting where they land, not where they land, but where they end up as the goal. So our goal is going to be a thank you page. So that's the destination. So we click destination, hit continue. Okay, now in this line here, we're going to tell Google, well, what is that page? So you need to go into your URL and make sure you have the right structure. I'm just making this up, so it doesn't really matter, but we'll call it thank you. So typically it'll be a thank you page, so I'll just call it thank you newsletter. Now you have to go in and make sure you get the correct URL for your page that you want to measure as a goal. But let's just imagine we have this thank you newsletter page, and somebody can only get there by filling out our newsletter form. So I've set that up. This value is you can provide a monetary value which will help you determine in some of the other reports what pages are the most valuable. So don't think about this too much, but usually like to just give it at least something greater than 0. So we can just call it 1. Funnel, you can add a funnel step if there is one. So maybe for this, maybe I just have one page where you can sign up for my newsletter. So then I could just say newsletter. I'll call it newsletter sign up page. And then that might just be the URL. It could be newsletter sign up. Again, you have to make sure that you get your exact URL in here or this won't work. So then if I want this to be a required step in my funnel, then I would click yes. And then there's my goal. So then I would save this. And now where you can see this, so you see here in the goal thing, we're now set up. We have a newsletter sign up goal and it's a destination goal. Now where you can start to see this in some of the reports, there's a number of different places. I will show you some of the most common. So under acquisition, we'll just go into traffic and channels. Now, when we look over here to the right in this conversion section, now I have a goal here. And if you click on this arrow, you'll just see this one because I've only set up one. But if you create more, you'll see all of them listed here and you can choose them. And then you'll start to get goal data here. See, you'll get the conversion rate, you'll get the raw number of completions, or in this case, signups. And then here's where that dollar value we put in, you'll start to see values here. This can be especially useful if it's like a lead generation form and you know the value of a lead. So maybe I know that every person that signs up for my newsletter, I don't know, if they convert to a lead, maybe that lead is worth $50. Then I could, instead of putting a dollar sign in that value, I could have called it $50. And then eventually you're going to go start looking down here in the conversions section, and you'll start getting data on conversions. Okay, it's taking a little, there we go. So we would go into the goals, and there's an overview section. And so we're not going to see anything because I just set this up. And that's a good point. Goals only start collecting data as a goal from the moment you create the goal. So going forward. So goals are not retroactive. So that's something to keep in mind. And if you are creating a lot of goals, you are allowed 20 goals per view. Most people don't create that many, but you may have the need for that. And the other thing too is you can't delete a goal once you've created it. So let me go back into here. All I can do, this is permanently here. The only thing I can do is I can turn it off. If I say, this goal's not serving me anymore, you can turn it off. So that's how to set up a simple destination goal in Google Analytics. So my name is Kyle Akerman. You can follow me on Twitter at Kyle Akerman, KYLEAKERMAN. And if you ever have any questions about analytics, please reach out to me. Have a great day.